Okay. I think we are back. I don't think it's going to be in the same stream. So let me... Right, hi guys. Welcome back. I'm sorry for that. So, what happened there was my PlayStation thought the LAN cable came out. It just popped out. So, it disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected. So, I'm in a bit of a position where I don't know what you guys saw up to, but we've got this bit down here, which is doing a countdown thing for, like, headlines and stuff. So, I'm going to need to work with that. It wasn't offline long. It's not the same stream, though, unfortunately, because it's coming direct from the PlayStation. I don't have, like, that disconnect protection like you get through any other service that just comes back into the same stream. So it is a second stream, unfortunately, which is a bit of a downside, a bit of a problem, but hey-ho. So I'm here, I'm back, and we can always switch game. If you guys do want to see other VR games, I'm happy to do, like, a run of Synapse, happy to do some Beat Saber with the new Volume 6 thingy and what have you. We can look around all over the show. It's just every time we do it, it will be a new stream. We didn't miss much. You were in this room talking to him on the phone. That's exactly where I am, and I did press pause the moment I saw that LAN cable disconnected come up. So hopefully we don't run into that one again. So I'm going to put the headset back on. As always, when I'm in the headset, I can't see what you guys are saying. So by all means, feel free to talk to me. After we've done this section, I will come back out, and then we will talk to chat at that point. So I'm going to pop the headset back on now. I'm going to have to recenter this. I've really screwed up what's going on here. So get the headset all set, centered, recenter it for myself. I'm then going to have to take a step back again because everything's a bit too close. Actually, it's probably about the right level of close. So that dude's still going to be talking to me on that phone over there. So let's unpause the game.
Make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches zero. But if you don't make
all of the changes,
you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate.
Where is that cable there?
You choose to show these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive it. And it's going to affect their
power.
lives. So like with the adverts,
Power.
choose carefully.
Unlimited power.
Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
At least it's always the news that I'm doing.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody.
They mistrust the moon. Okay, that one's interesting.
It's going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight.
Okay, where's my counter?
At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new...
He looks more drunk.
...with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be...
How do I now get rid of that?
If we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new...
Oh, which one do I go for? 3 or 4? 3 or 4?
Taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history.
Oh! Whoops. Oh, well, she's a young female CEO. Who cares? They're CEOs. All CEOs are bad.
Has always been a wild child and has been romantically linked to several movie stars and sports personalities.
Whoopsie.
In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborgen-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the...
Okay, go for 3, yeah. I may have to take Mr. Snugglesworth out.
This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, We will face the plentiful
So,
challenges together, like we
what's
always do.
next? Stand by.
Playing the
Preparing
field.
image.
Rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week. As
We'll have to go for
by
A.
this very program.
Slightly nicer
Johnny
picture.
is seen here with socialite and performance artist Tiffany Lamore.
Oh, wow. Got that one right. Got that one right. I had no idea what... A script would not go amiss here. He's obviously talking from a teleprompter. A script would not go amiss. The teleprompter somewhere.
And grievous bodily charm. With advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police. And
There we go. I think that's the right one then.
Are we using
Go up.
advanced shaped
Go
technology
up viewership. You know you want
All
to.
that, a mega move for the group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be
So when that
talking
hits 0, I'm going to have to press 3.
That's all coming up on tonight's National
2,
Monthly News.
1, boom! Yes! What's that? Oh, not this again. Oh, good grief. Grab it! Oh, please, please, please. I'm aware! Stop making noise! Oh. We don't talk about that. We do not talk. Oh. That's difficult. That is really difficult because there's no like precision to it at all. It's just press R1, which is this little button here. Ow. I've just smacked myself in the face. So the little button on the side of the sense controller here, you press that R1 and then you just like, you're meant to be able to like do it in all directions, but it seems to only like to go one direction at a time. That's tough. Because there's nothing physical for me to touch. There's no resistance to it in the air of what I'm meant to be doing. Like, getting the movements right for it is really difficult. Let's see what people have been saying on the dear chat as I failed miserably. Hey, we're up close to the nightly news. So, Rudigs, what's the stream about? Not for broadcast is a funny name for a stream. So, Not for Broadcast is actually the name of the game. This is Not for Broadcast. Everything you see here in front of me, this is the game called Not for Broadcast. I got it earlier today through a scheme where you can apply for stream codes and review codes and stuff like that. And basically, I am now a broadcaster. I just thought, you know, with some of the overnight news, it was a little bit ironic and funny to put this one out there. La 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 la. I wonder if you could get the AI to read out the chat. Would you be able to hear it? I can hear it. I just find it incredibly distracting. I don't much like it. And responding to this chat talking in my ears, I find it very difficult to do. It's something that maybe I can do in the future. The console is definitely capable of it to read the chat aloud, but it does massively interfere with the game that's being played, especially like the musical rhythm games like I was playing last time I did a VR stream, like Pistol Whip. So it's interesting in that regard. The moon is always sus. Is this British or American TV? They've all got British accents. Everybody's got a British accent, and we've had British comedians and such in the menu screen. So I'm assuming it's a British-made game based around British broadcasting. Looking at the scuffness of this desk, I'm kind of saying very British. And looking at the plugs, they are British plugs. They are English plugs, 100%. So it's defo British broadcasting. British TV puts me to... How dare you, Rudigs? How dare you? The frequency's gone to pot. It has indeed. Yep. Gringo, welcome in, mate. Welcome in. Sack this guy with immediate effect. So what you're hearing, Wilson, yes, is I am ignoring you until such a time as one can come out of the headset and read chat. Because I'm doing it all through the console directly, and it's a little bit scuffed. So I'm now going to go back into the headset, and I'm going to ignore you a little bit more, and or when either I fail again, or when I succeed, whichever one comes first. I don't know which one you guys are willing for, more failure or whether you want me to succeed. We're going to find out, aren't we? So, let's go for a retry from checkpoint. What was the checkpoint? Bum ba da bum, bum ba dum, bum ba dum, bum ba da bum, 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 bum ba dum, bum ba da bum. Okay, we're back on the Fallout. Okay, cool. So I'm now going to need.
Decision. You'll be fired before you even get to make another choice.
Oh, that's the checkpoint.
Just
Fair
want to
play.
say one more thing, mate.
Right, let's
The
just come a bit
pictures
forward.
You choose to show these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives.
Right, I'm going to want to
So
take
like
Mr.
the
Snuggles out.
adverts, choose carefully.
No,
And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time off, I'll be back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Okay, so I've got to do this all on my own. That's going to be a problem.
Who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Got to remember what I do with
10
these.
seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4,
all that,
3.
it's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight.
Boom, got ya.
Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office,
We're going to go for B. They look actually, no. Who's actually leading the party? We're going to go A. That looks more who's the leader type question. There we go, there we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Viewership going up.
I'll be asking my guests whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises.
No, they cannot.
Out with the old. Remington's Fist have appointed...
I'm going to go with this CEO one again, where she's gambling. She is a bit of a wild child, and we don't like huge CEOs here. This is what we're getting.
At the tender age of 23.
Have I got everything turned on? I do. It's a bit warm in here. Let's turn the fan on.
Sophia Remington's appointment is a risk for the giant mega corporation. Sophia, as our regular viewers will be aware, has always been a wild child and has been romantically linked to several movie stars and sports personalities. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the
That's
rages
this guy.
but concerns have been raised about the product's safety.
Oh, so I can't just yeet this.
Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wall and marine biologist Ingrid Swansby.
That one works best for this story. It feels a little bit cheated because I've been through this already. But when we get to that, that's going to be the problem.
Previously thought unreachable. But thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully...
Sorry, I'm back. You saw nothing.
The undiscovered plant species it contains.
There we go. That's
This
them
is,
there.
of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the..."
I love the fact that it knows when your hands are touching and what have you.
Playing the field. Rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush.
Yeah, that's the right one for this story, because he says he's seen with whoever she is.
Celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program.
No.
Johnny is in here with socialite and performance
Beautiful,
artist
beautiful.
Stephanie Amore, whose recent show...
What have you got for me, Screens? This is going to be the title sequence, isn't it?
Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And grievous bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime...
Yeah, with the police. The police was the better image. Because they're on about transferring powers to the police. Oh, hello, outside world.
With more and more
How are you?
power
How are you?
passing to
Woo!
police, and less oversight. Are we using an Advance-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut?
Oh, what we got here? What's that?
Mega move for the group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Boom! Got it! Right, this is the panic stations. Kept it in there, kept it in there. Okay, we're doing alright on the interference. Nailed it! Woo! Sorry, had to concentrate on that, but that felt good.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment
Boom,
of the
got
Assets
it.
and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first
Oh, crapping hell.
and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
This is all there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current...
I'm starting to get the hang of this. I think that's the problem.
...is untenable, so they're changing things
3
up.
minutes before
I
adverts.
agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way
Boom,
we are...
boom,
we
I'm
will
getting this,
destroy
I'm getting this.
ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully.
I liked that transition, that was good.
World powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't...
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away...
Your parents!
It might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the wealth and
I
assets
think we're going well.
made more than 90%
We're switching
of the
nicely.
population wealthier, and is on target to produce a permanent...
Nice wide shot.
Bollocks. What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy,
Got
is
it.
that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant.
I got the swear. I
That's where
got
you're
it.
wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth.
This is intense. There's a lot going on here.
I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first
I was
step.
surprised paedophile didn't come up as
Historic
a
budget
censor
service,
word.
And as well as properly funding our
Which
public
is interesting.
services, they're already
Go wide.
They're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book...
Oh my God! You, sir!
Opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power...
I think I'm
after
getting it.
spending
I
half
think
our
I'm
GDP
getting it.
on dismantling infrastructure...
Go wide,
if I
wide
could
shot.
to
Don't
stop-
stay on there too long.
Is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the assets and
I
wealth.
think we're getting there. I'm going to have to do adverts in a sec. 3, 2,
on the National
1.
Nightly News.
Boom! Adverts! Oh my days, that's intense.
I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know if I have to
Won't we?
censor whilst we're on advert breaks, but I'm doing it anyway.
I can't understand it for you.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
She meant you're a moron, mate. She meant you're a moron. A plus!
I'll tell you.
Woo!
How's it going, actually? Fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Bloody hell, I love this tune, though.
Sir.
All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
But A plus, that is the bomb. Right, let's just select that feed immediately. Oh, we're back with those who are leading. Okay, so we've got these guys coming on.
4, 3.
This
is intense, guys. I'm sorry if I'm quiet. There's a lot going
Welcome
on.
back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the
Oh,
criminal
no,
justice
I
system
need to...
every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory
Saved
Hall,
it.
a lawyer who
Did it.
sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for
Excellent.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as
Boom!
you can imagine,
Let's
Jeremy,
go.
we are massively understaffed in this country.
That's annoying.
We're working every hour we can.
I've got 6 minutes of this?
With the caseloads on our desk.
Oh my
Must
days.
affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being
What are you
done at a
doing?
systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. Just hang. No, the problem isn't.
This
a
is
local
insane.
problem, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand.
That was
Gregory Judge. Thank you.
difficult to do that, and I failed on that, I'm pretty sure.
Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all
Not again!
return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows
come on.
and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cough.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have
Oh
done
my
hanging.
days.
And to what do you attribute this
Oh my
moral
days.
decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly.
Oh my days, what?
Clearly states that
What?
Hang on a moment.
What is this?
Gypsy
Oh my god, I missed.
Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was saying...
Not again!
To Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. Can't you go back in your gift space? Off
And
you go.
whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Sorry, they want to see it.
Clive,
Let them see it. Let them see it.
Mummy said get back in your gift space. Naughty, you beast, Clive.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter comes home with an A minus, does he go on a killing spree?
What am I watching?
3 of the pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there. Really locking
This is
down
insane!
the position
What
on the
is this game?
And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary and menacing a SWAT. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
This is all going wrong. That's about to go again.
Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to...
Oh my days!
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank. Me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
Oh, dear.
1 sec, love. Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy?
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal there, Tony.
Fucking way, let's believe that!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes? Tony? Tony, I mean, you were literally away for 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Well, we seem to have started training short there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to gain a broader understanding of
No,
the
give me a plus. Give me a plus.
After the
Give me a
Megan
plus.
will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
Boom! Advert breaks. Oh my days, this is insane. What now? You.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove.
What?
Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
What have I been? This is utterly insane. Utterly insane.
10 seconds, everybody.
Where is he? Where is he?
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Switchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one.
I'm joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts.
Okay, I think I'm getting this.
I
Wide
left
shot.
pantomime when I was at university.
There we go, wide shot.
Ropes, as it were.
People are happy.
You're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids.
Shut up! That is not a good thing to say.
We touch our audiences, and they touch
Oh, no, you're bad.
With a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about
Angela Algebra.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
Angela Algebra.
Yes. We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's
This is
lives.
insane.
to teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home.
Oh my days, this is painful to watch, let alone manage.
Thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary...
Oh, they're going to be getting changed. That's not what...
brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this old democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around
Oh, no, no, no!
Oh, hi Gary. Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist! Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Violent father. Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all
This
3
is
of you,
intense.
and I don't have any friends of my own.
Oh my days. Musical number, down we go. What's that?
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
They sing a lot better than they talk.
It's my choice to be vain. So stop now, make a different choice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap.
Okay, they stopped singing well.
Class girls can't rap. I ain't afraid of your crew laps. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Oh, balls, I missed him.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist. But that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council.
That worked well. That was a good switch, if I do say so myself. This is intense. I'm sorry, I'm focusing.
And it hit my mum, and for dinner he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women
is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council
Okay, we're going to have a switch to the knees.
Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes! Oh.
I think I got through the musical number.
Well,
That was
that's
intense.
all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night
7 seconds,
for all the
advert,
headlines
and then we're
from
done
across
for
the
today.
country.
Holy
My name is
crapola, that
Jeremy
was difficult.
Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I
Was
got a
it now?
14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Funny. Broadcast complete. Segment great. So I got an A+, I got an A, and an E. I don't think that went quite as well as I anticipated. But I did just get a trophy called Foresight. Look at that. That's terrible. That E in the middle there really screwed me up. I've received my full wages. I'm still broke ass poor. And I don't have any shares anyway, so what does that matter? I'm still loved. Channel's still loved. It's one full heart. That's good. So, we're now back in this screen. So, I shall come back out of VR and have a chat to you guys in chat. Days. So, what are people saying? Oh, there is so much going on. I've missed so much. The panic on the edge of failure is my preference. How dare you, Miss Phoenix? How dare you prefer my failure to my success? I did well. I got in a flow. It was great. I enjoyed it. Rude is what that is. Orgy this, orgy that. They're not saying like enough. I feel like the transferring power to police could be part of the later game. Oh no. Gringo, do not say that these things that I am dealing with now are going to be part of later game. This cannot be a VR Papers, Please. If this is VR Papers, Please, I am so unbelievably screwed. Clive in bondage, living in the wardrobe, seems like your average Monday midday news. It really is the average Monday midday news. This is midday television for you guys. This is what we're dealing with. Welcome from outside the helmet. Cheers, Rudigs. Oh my days. This is... I am so glad you guys are enjoying this as well as me. I am having an absolutely wonderful time with this game so far. It is completely off the wall. It's completely insane. There is nothing sensible or smart about it at all, and that's what makes it great. So I'm thinking we go for another run of this, unless you guys want to see anything else. Well up for VR Papers, but mate, VR Papers Please, with all of the stamping and the rushing people through and the sort of illegally putting them through because you can't be bothered with the paperwork. That would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, so I'm going to do another one. We're going to go in for the next level. So I've now got to put the whole headset, which is always an interesting scenario. I am so glad you guys are entertained whilst I'm wrapped up in here, because doing the whole chat whilst we're doing this, and this is intense, I'll have you know. This is absolutely insane. So, I need to get this one in my ear, which is proving harder to do with the sense controller in hand. But we're just going to continue. Right, we're going to have another one of these in-between bits now, I think, before we get back to the studio. Possibly going to end up back in my living room. But there was lots of green up the top there, which I thought was pretty good. Here we go. Day 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. A late night. There's my sofa. You arrive home after another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognise Sam's horrid scrawl. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is headed. Sam's gone to pick up Chris's stuff from the street. Don't wait up, underlined twice. So, this is your fault now, is it? You sulkily press play on the cheap horror film you were going to watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid, but always makes the two of you laugh. It's not the same without Sam, but you still chuckle to yourself occasionally. Just as you get to the good bit, the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you in a way only a child can, pleading but somehow defiant. You tell Charlie no, he knows he's not allowed out this late on a school night. Charlie's voice gets louder and louder as he sees you're not going to change your mind. You pretend that it's for my own good, but really you just want to be left alone. I fucking hate you. Oh, my days, I just read that. Never mind. Okay, swearing is apparently on this stream. Sorry, folks. He hesitates. He knows he's gone too far, but in his rage he can't bring himself to back down. Before you can open your mouth, he storms up the stairs and slams the door. You decide to give him some space. You both need to cool down. In the morning, you knock on your son's door. There's no reply. Going in, you see his bed is empty and the window is wide open. That cheeky little... When Charlie comes home that night, you ground him until further notice. He has to accept that there are consequences to his actions. Oh, wow, we've gone many days into the future. Stop! You're wailing my life away! Oh my god, it's Christmas. This feels like appropriate for the time of year. There's a Christmas tree there. I've got a Christmas tree there. I think it's there. I'm not 100% sure. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. It's been a tense afternoon. Everyone can feel it. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. It's a big change for Sam. The two siblings used to be inseparable. Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. You stay silent. Chris knocks back a fourth glass of wine a little too violently. See, Sam? Can't even look me in the eyes after what happened. Your daughter looks up confused. What do you mean? What happened? She asks quietly. You brace yourself. Sam tries to interject. Let's not get into it now. But Chris continues forcibly. No, I think she should hear it. Well, Susie, Alex here. Thank you, Chris, that's enough. Chris turns away from you, taking from frustration out on a cheap cut of roast chicken. Your daughter, Susie, seizes the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me? You chuckle. This sounds familiar. I'm not going to like this, am I? Susie rolls her eyes. You know me and my friends are planning on going travelling this year, Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. She's interrupted by Chris, who makes a derisive snort. I wouldn't hold your breath, Suze. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Ignoring Chris, you smile at your daughter. We'll see so many parts of the world and learn so much about other cultures, Susie gushes. You sigh and lower your voice. You know money is really tight right now that Grandma's staying here. We just don't have that kind of money, Susie. But please, Harriet's parents are helping her. We'll find a way to make it work. What the heck? Sam interrupts. Sorry, were you going to consult me on this, or were you going to just carry on pretending I don't exist? That's how my wife sounds, apparently, yes. You feel your cheeks flush red and turn away so Chris can't see. You know you haven't been the most attentive lately, but this rebuke still seems harsh. Sam exhales and seems to brighten. But luckily for someone, I agree. This is a great opportunity and I'm sure we can find the money somewhere. Sam isn't looking at you. Charlie excuses himself awkwardly as you start to clear the plates in silence. Have you had a nice birthday, Pat? Your mother chimes in cheerfully. Merry effing Christmas. Yippee-ki-yay. This life seems like hell. Day 63. A welcome windfall. Ooh, I'll take that. You're leafing through the pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We can now confirm their receipt and validation for the new Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Hopefully this will make the last month of arguments with Sam worth it. As such, it is my pleasure to enclose a cheque which we hope you will see as a symbol, not only of our gratitude to you, but of our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. The throbbing of your fresh, speed-induced paper cut, ow, is the only reason you can believe you're awake. A cheque? And a sizable one at that. Chris was right, advanced really are redistributing wealth. We will continue to strive for the betterment of this nation and its people. Forwards together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. The weight of your financial burdens lessens slightly. It's bliss. And now, wish more of my life away. Not quite as much as the last couple of times. A long weekend. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year, you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages, finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up to the battle as you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers, and the national nightly news team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 AM sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs brimming with excitement. Kissing you, they grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. Honestly, I know we're tight on money, and his temper's apparently legendary, but if I was in this position personally, sod it, I've already got the weekend booked off, I'm gone. Message deleted. What was that? Comes a voice from behind you. Nothing important, you reply as you put on your coat, adrenaline coursing through your body. Grabbing Sam around the waist, you practically slam the front door. You might as well enjoy your time off, you're going to pay for it on Monday. 1, 2, 3. Okay. An unwelcome return. Oh, how badly has this gone? When you get to work Monday morning, you get some sour looks from your exhausted colleagues. A note sits waiting for you. The immaculate script is blood red. I'm very disappointed, Winston. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. How many days? Wishing another month of my life away here, you silly game. A permission slip. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Why are you hovering there, boy? Away with you. Shoo. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the Advanced Go-Getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs the flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after, so you won't have to do anything. The Advanced Go-Getter... No, not a chance. This is sounding like a certain youth movement from the 1930s and 40s. Sorry, mate, I just don't think it's the right place for you. You hand back the form gently. What? This is so unfair. Why? I know it seems that way, Charlie, but you'll understand soon enough. Just explain it to the kid. They're smart enough. Just explain it to him. Day 101, a free ticket. Some guys at work gave them to me. They can't go. Sam stands in front of you, brandishing 2 tickets. You see the title in bold letters. Alan James is right in front of you. I'm really unsure. What do you think? Shall we go? So, you see, free tickets are free tickets. He's a character and it'll be hilarious if nothing else. I don't think so. The guy's a nutjob. He caused me so many issues on that debate. I'm feeling like the guy's a nutjob. But free tickets are free tickets. But would I go to, say, see Piers Morgan if I got free tickets? The answer's no. I'm sorry, you say, but I can't sit through any more of his crap. Sam bursts into fits of laughter. Thank God, I was worried you were going to say yes. You decide to stay in and eat pizza. Yes! Alan James isn't worth your time. Middle of the road is the trophy there. Apparently I'm very middle of the road. A profitable partnership. God, I didn't realise there was going to be this much reading in this game. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles, as Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar Advance logo and urgent respond immediately plastered on the front in a correspondingly urgent red font. Good Lord, can I get a comma, please? Grabs your attention. Best get it over with? Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the Advance government has taken another step forwards in our fight for equality. By nationalising the largest private corporations and redistributing their resources amongst the citizens of this great country, the Partnership Bonds programme ensures that wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. EOB, Eye of the Beholder Incorporated. Whether it's cosmetics, clothing or couture, you see the beauty in all our customers. Neil's Deals Limited. It's always a steal from Crazy Neil. Pleasure Core. Our business is your pleasure. From sport to travel or even just some you time, you can't say pleasure without leisure. Oh my. This is going to have far-reaching effects, I feel, guys. So, which one of these 3 options are we going for? Eye of the Beholder, Neil's Deals Limited, or Pleasure Call? What are we going for, guys? Lurk mode from Rudig's walking the dog. Just as he goes away. Just as he goes away. The wife's temper will be like no other. The wife's temper is always like no other. But what are we choosing here, folks? Any takers? Any takers on which one we're going for? Anyone? Somebody say something. Top, middle, bottom. Just say something, guys. Help me out here. Because then it's on your head, not my head. Hard choice. When I said say anything, Gringo, I didn't quite mean that. You swine, you. None of these sound good to me, but, you know, at least pleasure's pleasure. And it's all personal stuff. And sport makes so much money in this country. So much money. But we're going middle. Okay. Oh, I don't know what I selected. I think I missed. I may have pressed the top one by accident. Sorry, Gringo. Thank you for making your selection. Please return this form using the envelope provided. You will receive a report from your partnerships in 3 to 6 working months. It seems even Advance can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. The future of this nation is in partnership, forwards together. Just how much influence could you have? I want to get back in. I know it's insane when I'm in the office, but I want to get back in the office and start moving things around and hitting buttons and such. That's a lot of days just passed. That's a lot of days. Here we go. We're back in the office. Day 153, the Tempest, right? If I take this step forward, and then reset myself, and then take that step back... Oh, I've got to deal with you again, don't I? How's your holiday going?
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here.
Oh dear.
Boss, while you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other 2, so read those tape labels carefully. But make sure you play the Advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show.
Oh, Advance advert at the second break. We'll have Crazy Neil.
Why are all men such hypocrites?
Yeah, well,
Apparently he has a complicated relationship.
Subscribe weekly to enjoy this delightfully twisty reading experience. That one sounds good. Wow, it is raining badly out there.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4.
Here we go. I know what I'm doing now.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement?
Okay, where are we going next?
We go into the future.
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg and Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science.
Got it. What a transition. Beautiful.
For the eventual return
And then B will come up.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely to attempt to farm the cavern's ecosystem while they wait for rescue.
Interesting.
I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
Bloodbath avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehogs.
We did indeed. I was smart, I was.
Sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the leak.
Oh, only 7 horribly injured. Holy crap.
Thankfully, we'll never know.
Julia Salisbury, who mobilised numerous government resources to recall the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that
First
the new
blindings?
mark, which must be earned by all new products, would be a 100% ironclad guarantee of safety and quality.
Table for 2. Johnny Hamsleys and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler...
Got it. Right picture. Good transition. It's all going well, guys.
Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake.
It is once celebrated...
Ooh, I nearly switched.
The bad boy of sports.
Why they keep switching this, I don't know.
In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a surprising new project that already has the markets raising an eyebrow.
Known for taking risks and bold strategies, could the adventurous CEO be leading the business giant down a dark alley, or taking it to a new level of success?
We understand the Mobile Orientation Operational Burrowing Service will be a new
Got it! I guessed right!
Based around
Superb!
a major tunnel through the centre of the Earth. Sophia Remington claims it will make travelling from one side of the world to the other the matter of an afternoon.
We're going up, we're going up. It's great. It's great.
Implications of digging a hole through the planet, while flat earthers claim it should be quite easy.
With that exclusive...
Oh, yes. Yes.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's
National Nightly News.
Got that. Oh, what are we doing here? Missed it. Kept it in. Didn't keep it in. Got it in. Ah! Ah! Ah!
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth...
I got that wrong. You saw nothing, guys.
For some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan.
What a transition. You'll love to see it. Not again!
Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
Simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much...
Saved it.
Steady now, Penelope. Hey, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure.
I can't do anything. I need to just...
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with women's, Robin.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
Big house? This grubby little data dispatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place.
Not again!
Everyone's grub in one room. What room, Robin?
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
This is difficult. Got that.
Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think our toilet butler was from Swinstead. Dear George. Oh, I wonder what happened to him. Daddy tried to shoot him in the buttocks and he ran off into the woods.
Oh,
that's probably my last.
This is insane. There is so much going on. I'll keep this in the range. Got that.
We will rise and rebel.
Will you now? Stay.
With righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts and an undressed bare chest protest.
Oh, what's that?
Daddy! Daddy, it's
Daddy!
Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Right, you buggers! Carry home!
What is going on? Oh, that's... I'm done. Door. What am I meant to do there? Am I meant to leave it on that screen? Is that what I'm meant to do? Because surely the right thing to do there would be to flick away from it, but everything just started tanking the moment I did that. What is on the poster out there? Is that S Club 7? Or a make-believe version thereof? Oh my days, what's meant to happen there? What am I meant to do? Intense, that was insane! What we got? Time to walk my dogs, thanks Doragon, it's been intense, you're most welcome, Miss Phoenix. Oh my days. I think it was the wavelength thing, all in all, but it was also, I think I switched to the non-them stripping screen, and people want to see carnage, don't they? They love a bit of carnage. So,